In a world often dominated by certainty and clarity, Kierkegaard invites us to explore a paradox. Could despair be the path to true faith? Søren Kierkegaard, a Danish philosopher in the 19th century, viewed despair as intimately tied to faith. This connection might seem puzzling at first glance. Many think of despair as a negative force, something to be avoided or overcome. Yet for Kierkegaard, despair was not just a hurdle, but an integral part of the journey toward faith. He saw it as a paradox that defines the human condition. Kierkegaard believed that every person is bound to encounter despair. It arises from the core of our existence. To him, it was not merely an emotional state, but a profound spiritual crisis. This crisis forces us to confront our own limitations and the uncertainties of life. Kierkegaard argued that without this confrontation, we risk living superficially. We might skate over the depths of our own souls without truly understanding who we are. In Kierkegaard's view, despair serves as a catalyst. It compels us to seek something greater than ourselves. This is where faith enters the picture. He argued that authentic faith arises from embracing doubt and despair. Instead of seeing these as obstacles, Kierkegaard saw them as stepping stones. They are necessary challenges that lead us to a more profound understanding. For Kierkegaard, the journey of faith is not a straight path. It is filled with questions and uncertainties. He believed that authentic faith requires us to confront these questions head-on. This means embracing the doubt that comes with them. He likened this process to standing on the edge of an abyss. In this precarious position, we are faced with the choice to leap into faith or retreat to comfort. Kierkegaard believed that facing existential doubt strengthens true faith. He suggested that faith not tested by doubt is fragile. It lacks the depth required to sustain us through life's complexities. He saw doubt as a tool for refining and deepening our beliefs. In this way, doubt is not the enemy of faith, but its companion. This approach might seem counterintuitive. After all, many of us are taught that faith should be unwavering. Yet Kierkegaard argued that an untested faith is weaker. It is like a tree with shallow roots unable to withstand the storm. By engaging with doubt, faith becomes resilient. It grows in depth and strength, able to endure challenges. Kierkegaard's perspective invites us to reconsider what it means to believe. It suggests that certainty is not the ultimate goal. Instead, the willingness to question and explore is vital. This process transforms faith from a static belief into a dynamic relationship. It becomes an ongoing dialogue between the believer and the unknown. As we delve deeper into Kierkegaard's thought, we find that he saw despair not just as a personal crisis, but as a universal condition. Everyone, at some point, grapples with the despair of being human. This universal aspect makes his philosophy deeply relatable. It speaks to the shared experiences of doubt and uncertainty that we all face. Kierkegaard's exploration of despair and faith challenges us to look beyond the surface. It asks us to embrace the complexity of our emotions and thoughts. In doing so, we might find that what appears to be despair is, in fact, a call to faith. It is an invitation to trust in something beyond our understanding. By embracing this paradox, Kierkegaard believed we open ourselves to a more meaningful life. This life is not free from struggle or doubt. Instead, it is enriched by them. It becomes a journey of discovery and growth, a path toward a deeper connection with the divine. Kierkegaard's insights encourage us to view despair not as an end, but as a beginning of a journey toward genuine faith and understanding. In the face of despair, Kierkegaard invites us to ask profound questions. What does it mean to have faith? How do we navigate the tension between doubt and belief? These questions are not easy to answer, yet they are essential for anyone seeking a deeper understanding of themselves and their place in the world. Kierkegaard's philosophy serves as a reminder that faith is not passive. It requires active engagement with our doubts and fears. By doing so, we allow our faith to blossom in unexpected ways. This process is neither simple nor straightforward, Yet it is through this complexity that we find true spiritual growth. A major objection to Kierkegaard's view is the belief that faith should resolve doubt, not embrace it. This perspective argues that faith, by its nature, should provide certainty and peace. Doubt, in this view, is something faith ought to eliminate. The idea of welcoming doubt seems contradictory to the comfort many seek in faith. It suggests an unsettling state where belief is continuously questioned rather than assured. Kierkegaard, however, countered that doubt is not just a barrier, but an essential component for genuine faith's depth. He contended that without doubt, faith remains shallow. It becomes a fragile belief system that can easily crumble under pressure. For him, doubt was not an adversary, but a refining force. It acts like a fire that tempers and strengthens the metal of faith. By engaging with doubt, individuals are forced to examine the foundations of their beliefs. This introspection leads to a more robust and meaningful faith. Kierkegaard argued that this deepened faith can then withstand the trials and uncertainties of life. It is a faith that has been tested, and through that testing, has gained resilience. Kierkegaard's perspective invites us to reconsider the role of faith in our lives. Instead of a static refuge from life's storms, faith becomes an active journey. This journey includes wrestling with questions and confronting uncertainty. It is about seeking, questioning, and growing. This dynamic approach transforms faith into a living, breathing relationship with the divine. Such a perspective might feel daunting. It requires courage to face doubt head-on and to allow it to challenge us. Yet Kierkegaard believed this courage leads to true spiritual growth. By embracing the complexity of faith, we create space for genuine transformation. This transformation is not about finding all the answers. It is about cultivating a faith that can live alongside questions and uncertainties. Kierkegaard's approach also speaks to the broader human experience. Life is filled with ambiguity and unpredictability. Certainty is often elusive. In this context, a faith that embraces doubt becomes more relevant. It equips us to navigate the complexities of existence. It acknowledges the reality of our struggles and the authenticity of our questions. By viewing doubt as an integral part of faith, Kierkegaard challenges the traditional boundaries between belief and skepticism. He suggests that true faith does not exclude doubt, but includes it as a partner. This partnership allows for a richer, more nuanced understanding of what it means to believe. It recognizes that faith and doubt are not mutually exclusive. Rather, they complement and enhance each other. As we ponder Kierkegaard's insights, we are invited to reflect on our own beliefs. Are we willing to engage with the doubts that arise? Can we see these doubts not as threats but as opportunities for growth? Kierkegaard's philosophy encourages us to be open to this possibility. Embracing this view can lead to a more profound sense of peace. It is a peace not based on certainty, but on acceptance of uncertainty. It is the peace of knowing that questions are part of the faith journey. This approach does not diminish the role of faith. Instead, it elevates it to a continuous exploration of meaning and truth. Kierkegaard's exploration of faith and doubt remains relevant today. In a world often seeking quick answers, his philosophy invites patience. It calls for a willingness to dwell in the unknown and to trust in the process of seeking. This trust does not demand immediate clarity, but encourages an openness to discovery. In this way, Kierkegaard's thoughts offer a path to deeper understanding. They provide a framework for engaging with life's uncertainties. This framework is not rigid but flexible, allowing for personal and spiritual development. It is about finding strength in vulnerability and courage in questioning. As we conclude this exploration, let us remember Kierkegaard's invitation. He calls us to view despair not as an end, but as a beginning of a transformative journey toward faith and understanding. This journey is marked by questions, doubt, and ultimately, growth. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of Kierkegaard's paradox. We invite you to continue with us as we delve into the complexities of belief and meaning. Until next time, take care and embrace the journey. In the 19th century, Denmark was a crucible of religious and philosophical inquiry. Kierkegaard emerged during a time when the Lutheran Church held significant influence over Danish society. This religious dominance shaped his thoughts profoundly. The Church's rigid practices often clashed with the burgeoning ideas of individualism. Kierkegaard perceived a gap between institutionalized religion and personal faith. His writings frequently explored this tension. Philosophically, the shadow of Hegel loomed large in Europe. Hegel's ideas about absolute knowledge and the unfolding of spirit in history were widely discussed. However, Kierkegaard found Hegelian thought too abstract and systematic. He believed it failed to address the personal, lived experiences of individuals. This belief steered him toward existential themes, focusing on the subjective truth and the individual's relationship with God. Kierkegaard argued that faith was not a matter of doctrines or dogmas, but a personal leap into the unknown. This leap of faith required embracing uncertainty and doubt. He saw doubt not as a weakness, but as an essential component of faith. This internal struggle between faith and doubt became central to his philosophy. In the next section, we will explore Kierkegaard's concept of the leap of faith and how it redefines the boundaries of belief. Kierkegaard's concept of the leap of faith emerges as a pivotal response to the existential challenge of doubt. He argued that rationality alone cannot lead one to the certainty of faith. Faith involves an element of risk, akin to jumping into an abyss without guarantees. This leap requires a conscious act of will that transcends the limits of reason. For Kierkegaard, true faith is an individual endeavor. It demands a personal commitment to the unseen and the unprovable. Unlike belief grounded in evidence, this act does not rely on empirical validation or logical consistency. He believed that such a leap is necessary to achieve authentic faith. The rational mind grapples with uncertainties, but faith demands one to move beyond them. Kierkegaard used the biblical story of Abraham and Isaac to illustrate this. Abraham's willingness to sacrifice his son, despite the lack of rational explanation, exemplified a profound trust in the divine. This narrative highlights the paradox of faith, surrendering to what one cannot comprehend. In our next exploration, we will consider concrete examples of how individuals navigate this intricate dance of faith and doubt in their lives. Consider Mother Teresa, whose letters reveal that she experienced deep spiritual darkness. Despite her work among the poorest in Calcutta, she confessed to feeling a profound absence of God. Yet, she continued her mission, embodying Kierkegaard's leap of faith. Her doubt coexisted with her acts of love, illustrating that faith is not the absence of doubt, but its companion. Another example is the community of Taizé in France. This ecumenical monastic order welcomes people from different denominations. It emphasizes silent meditation and communal prayer. Members openly discuss their struggles with faith, embracing doubt as an integral part of their spiritual journey. This practice resonates with Kierkegaard's view that faith is a passionate commitment, often made without clear evidence or assurances. These examples show that doubt does not negate faith. Instead, it enriches it. By wrestling with uncertainty, individuals often find a deeper, more personal conviction. Faith becomes an active choice rather than a passive inheritance. As we turn to the next section, we will compare Kierkegaard's insights with perspectives from other philosophers, deepening our understanding of how doubt and faith coexist in the human experience. Kierkegaard stands as a pivotal figure in the discussion of faith and doubt, offering a unique perspective that contrasts with other thinkers like Nietzsche and Pascal. While Kierkegaard sees faith as a leap that transcends rationality, Nietzsche rejects faith entirely, advocating for a life grounded in individual strength and the will to power. Nietzsche views faith as an obstacle to personal autonomy. In contrast, Blaise Pascal aligns more closely with Kierkegaard in recognizing the limits of rationality. However, Pascal approaches faith with a calculated wager. He suggests that believing in God is a rational bet due to potential eternal gains. Kierkegaard, meanwhile, argues that true faith requires embracing uncertainty without guarantees. This divergence highlights a key difference. Pascal's faith is pragmatic, while Kierkegaard's is existential. The latter insists on personal commitment despite anxiety and doubt, seeing it as essential for authentic existence. In this landscape, Kierkegaard's thoughts on faith and doubt appear as a middle path, recognizing the necessity of risk without the security of Nietzsche's or Pascal's approaches. This comparative analysis sets the stage for exploring another intriguing aspect of Kierkegaard's philosophy: the role of anxiety in the development of faith. Kierkegaard viewed anxiety as an integral part of faith development. He believed that anxiety arises when individuals confront the freedom to choose and the design possibilities that come with it. This state of anxiety, which he termed the dizziness of freedom, prompts a deeper exploration of one's values and beliefs. It is not merely a negative experience to be avoided, but a necessary condition that spurs personal growth and spiritual awakening. In his work, The Concept of Anxiety, Kierkegaard explains that through experiencing anxiety, one becomes aware of the vastness of potential choices and the responsibility that accompanies them. This awareness can lead to an existential crisis, but it also serves as a catalyst for self-discovery and the strengthening of faith. By facing anxiety, individuals are compelled to make a leap of faith, choosing to believe despite uncertainty and doubt. The process of confronting existential anxiety can lead to a more profound understanding of oneself and one's spiritual beliefs. It challenges individuals to affirm their commitments and values in a world where nothing is certain. This nuanced view of anxiety as transformative is crucial for understanding Kierkegaard's perspective on faith. Next, we delve into the strongest objection to Kierkegaard's approach, exploring its implications and validity. A significant critique of Kierkegaard's philosophy centers on the potential danger of embracing doubt. Critics argue that Kierkegaard's emphasis on existential uncertainty might lead individuals toward nihilism or spiritual paralysis. This objection suggests that, instead of fostering authentic faith, the acceptance of doubt could erode one's spiritual foundation altogether. Critics like Theodor Adorno have posited that Kierkegaard's leap of faith is a subjective act that may lack rational grounding. Without reason, this leap might render faith arbitrary and fragile. In this view, Kierkegaard's approach to doubt risks fostering a sense of meaninglessness, where any belief might seem as valid or invalid as another. This perspective raises concerns about the stability of faith when it is deeply intertwined with doubt. For some, the existential anxiety Kierkegaard describes could become overwhelming, leading to a paralyzing indecisiveness. Rather than achieving a deeper understanding of faith, individuals might find themselves trapped in inaction or despair. This critique questions whether Kierkegaard's philosophy offers a practicable path or, unwittingly, leads to an existential void. Yet, Kierkegaard himself was aware of these challenges. In the next section, we will explore how he responded to such criticisms, defending his vision of faith against the charge of nihilism. Kierkegaard might respond to the critique of existential void by stressing the transformative potential embedded within doubt itself. He saw doubt not as a barrier, but as a catalyst for deeper faith. To him, doubt was an integral part of the human experience. It urges individuals to confront their uncertainties directly rather than evade them. Kierkegaard believed that faith is not a passive state. It demands active engagement and personal responsibility. In his view, the leap of faith is a conscious decision, a choice to embrace the absurd and trust in something beyond rational comprehension. This act of faith, he argued, is deeply personal and cannot be dictated or fully understood by external logic. Kierkegaard's response to criticism would emphasize that faith is not meant to be easy or comforting. It requires a commitment to navigate the complexities of existence, embracing the paradoxes without succumbing to despair. This commitment, in his eyes, is what distinguishes genuine faith from mere belief. The individual's journey through doubt and faith becomes a transformative process, leading to personal growth and authenticity. In the following section, we will examine how Kierkegaard's ideas find resonance in modern contexts, revealing their enduring relevance. In today's secular age, Kierkegaard's exploration of faith and doubt offers a profound framework for understanding the human quest for meaning. He posits that true faith requires a leap beyond rationality, an idea that resonates with individuals grappling with existential questions in a world where traditional religious structures are often questioned. This leap can be seen in the rise of spiritual but not religious movements, where people seek a personal connection to the divine beyond organized religion. Kierkegaard's notion of faith as a choice amid uncertainty also plays a crucial role in interfaith dialogues on. In an increasingly interconnected world, encounters between diverse belief systems can generate doubt and tension. Yet, Kierkegaard suggests that embracing doubt can lead to deeper understanding and empathy, fostering genuine dialogue and respect among different faiths. Concrete examples of these applications include the use of Kierkegaard's ideas in therapy, where individuals facing existential crises are encouraged to find meaning through personal leaps of faith. This approach can lead to profound personal transformation, aligning with Kierkegaard's belief in authenticity. In the next section, we will explore how this integration of faith and doubt contributes to personal growth, unveiling the potential for a richer, more nuanced existence. Integration of faith and doubt into personal growth involves embracing both certainty and uncertainty. This balance allows for a belief system that is both resilient and flexible. Kierkegaard suggests that living authentically requires acknowledging the limits of human understanding. Individuals can adopt certain strategies to maintain this dynamic belief system. First, engage in continuous self-reflection. Questioning one's beliefs and assumptions opens the door to deeper insights and prevents stagnation. Second, foster a community or a dialogue with others who hold different perspectives. These exchanges can challenge and refine one's beliefs. Third, practice humility. Accept that some truths may remain elusive, and that doubt is not a weakness, but a sign of intellectual maturity. Finally, embrace the leap of faith as a conscious choice rather than a passive acceptance. This active engagement with faith and doubt leads to personal growth through an enriched understanding of the self. Individuals may find that their identity and beliefs evolve, becoming more aligned with their authentic selves. This growth is not linear, but cyclical, as new doubts emerge with each revelation. In the following section, we will delve into how faith, doubt, and growth interplay to form a cohesive and fulfilling life philosophy. In the synthesis of faith and doubt, we find a dynamic process that fosters spiritual and personal growth. Kierkegaard suggested that the journey of faith is not a one-time event, but an ongoing path. He argued that embracing doubt does not weaken faith, rather it refines it, leading to a deeper understanding of one's beliefs. Each encounter with doubt acts as a catalyst, prompting individuals to reassess and reaffirm their faith or reshape it into something more resilient. This interplay encourages a continuous reevaluation of values and priorities. The tension between faith and doubt pushes individuals toward greater self-awareness. As they navigate this tension, they develop a more nuanced perspective on life, one that acknowledges the complexities of existence. Kierkegaard's philosophy highlights that true growth emerges not from certainty, but from the courage to face uncertainty. The individual becomes an active participant in their own development, engaging in a dialogue between belief and skepticism. This process is never complete, allowing for perpetual transformation. Thus, the synthesis of faith and doubt is not merely an intellectual exercise, but a vital component of a meaningful life. In the next section, we will explore how these dynamics can be integrated into everyday experiences, leading to a richer understanding of human existence. As we conclude, remember that the interplay between faith and doubt is a dance of discovery that shapes the human condition. By embracing both, we acknowledge the complexity of our beliefs and the fluidity of our understanding. This balance encourages us to remain open to new ideas while holding on to what is deeply resonant. Each moment of uncertainty provides an opportunity to redefine our truths and reaffirm our convictions. In this way, we continuously evolve, becoming more attuned to the subtleties of life's mysteries. This journey is not just about finding answers, but about cultivating a mindset that welcomes questions. As we navigate through the tensions of belief, we carve pathways for growth and transformation. Join us in the next essay as we delve deeper into how these philosophical insights translate into daily life, enriching our personal narratives and interactions with the world. Thank you for listening.